An NFL Hall of Famer and Eagles enigma says that quarterback Jalen Hurts is going to take the team to the top of the NFC East in 2021. We're going to talk about that and more coming up next.
The following announcement has been paid for by
the ENN Podcast.
He has a good energy, you guys.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Sports.
Can you feel it? Can you feel that excitement?
The merchandise, wearing the hats.
Chris Wild here live from Lincoln Financial.
And I'm telling you, if you let Eli Manning walk into that stadium.
Music.
Wow.
Man, again, and I hate to do this again, but these are goosebumps.
Whoa!
And more.
What's his next book going to be called? Spineless?
Mike.
Face, but they can hear your voice.
My voice is good. If they see my face, it's only going to enhance what you're doing right now.
He's in the dark though. Are you sleeping? Ooh, this is a good one. Your favorite team. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs? They got all that firepower on offense. Why wouldn't they?
I say yes.
Will they win the NFC East?
No.
What? They don't have any competition.
Eagles always gonna. They got Jalen Hurts. He's always gonna put them in contention.
Wait a minute. The new coach just said Jalen Hurts has to compete for the starting job. Do they have faith in him?
I got faith in him.
Okay, that's all.
He's a competitor. I know what he's made of.
Okay. T.O.'s asleep. You can't even see him. But what he did do is he enhanced what we're doing today because of his good luck.
So there you have it, from Chad Johnson's phone to our ears. Terrell Owens says it's the Eagles that will win the NFC East this year, not the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome back to another episode of the ENM Podcast. I'm the good brother of Broad Street, the 2020 Big League Fantasy Football Champion and professional wrestler Chris Wild. Now, Jalen Hurts has been the talk of Philadelphia for almost a season and an off-season at this point, as of course he was drafted in the second round, which eventually was the demise of Carson Wentz. Now, you would think that he would be the number one quarterback, the QB1 here in Philadelphia after all of that. And as Terrell Owens says, as long as they have Jalen Hurts, they're in every game, that he was actually going to get them to win the NFC East. Now look, I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. I love the fact that he went in there for those last 4 games and showed that moxie, that leadership that he did. Now obviously he was 1-3, probably should have been 2-2 if he wasn't taken out of that Washington game. Showed some accuracy issues. However, these are things I believe that can be fixed. This guy is a winner. Again, just showing that spark that he created last year and that terrible 2020 year. I mean, I can't get over how bad it was from so many different standpoints. From everyone knows, from the COVID standpoint, from the fact that he had no time with anybody in the offseason like you normally would have, from the fact that the guy in front of him, Carson Wentz, wasn't talking to his head coach for 9 weeks. Just dealing with all of that, I think he still came out looking really good, and I'm interested to see what he has in 2021. Can he become a full-time franchise quarterback here in Philadelphia? All the signs that I've seen so far in this offseason show that he can be. I'm constantly seeing things on social media of him working out with his teammates.
Yeah, just know. Hey, they tell him, just know. Just know. Just know. Just know.
With his wide receivers, I actually saw on Instagram him golfing with Lane Johnson, getting that rapport with one of his best offensive linemen. There's not anything not to like about this guy. And look, it's a breath of fresh air, because I look around at other teams and some of our former quarterbacks, and all I see is pictures of them killing animals. So look, I'm just very happy to see Jalen Hurts getting in work. Now, Terrell Owens thinks he can do it. I think he can do it. A lot of the media around Philadelphia thinks he can do it as well, but there's one group of people that I'm not sure if they think that he can do that, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles themselves. Look, the Eagles have not come out and said that Jalen Hurts was their starting quarterback. Now, I understand when Nick Sirianni was hired, it was still during the Carson Wentz mess, and he said, look, there's going to be a competition. I want competition. Everybody has to compete. Now, we know on the surface that's a lot of bullshit because Jason Kelsey isn't competing with anybody as a starting center. Neither is Darius Slay or Lane Johnson or Fletcher Cox. Those are already established guys at their position. So what does this mean? Are the Eagles, there are rumors everywhere, and it's still going on about the Eagles trying to acquire another quarterback. The name thrown out there the most is Deshaun Watson. Now, I'm not trying to make any kind of clickbait, so I'm not putting Deshaun Watson's name in this title of this video. But Coach Nick Sirianni was asked about, and not in name, Deshaun Watson, but the Eagles going out and trying to get another quarterback and what the message says to Jalen Hurts. And here's the footage from that.
Reports and speculation attaching you guys to some prominent veteran quarterbacks out there, and you have it named Jalen Hurts the starter. So what's the messaging been to Jalen so that he has an accurate understanding of where things stand with him?
Yeah, you know what? We don't comment on anybody on other rosters. So, you know, that there hasn't been any talk about that. You know, we just don't comment on anybody from other rosters. We just really no reason to go there with anything. So.
How about to Jalen, of the messaging to him so he has a good idea of where things are?
With Jalen, it's just working to get better every day. We're learning the offense. We're in virtual meetings. We're learning the offense. Jalen's done a heck of a job learning the offense. I'll say that. Like, he's impressive in there. He's really got a good control of it. You know, when we're in these virtual meetings, doing virtual walkthroughs, again, I can't say enough about the offensive staff. When I'm sitting in there and watching them go through a virtual walkthrough, I think that's pretty awesome. And Jalen's just done a good job of taking the plays that have been taught to him, and he can really rattle off exactly what he's supposed to do on every single play. And it'll be exciting to get on the field with him and see him do it physically.
So a very strange answer from Nick Sirianni. I mean, he basically talked in circles and didn't straight up say anything about Jalen Hurts being the guy, being the number one quarterback. The reporter actually had to ask the question again. Now, look, I think Nick Sirianni is doing 1,000 times better in these press conferences than he has been. But it is kind of notable that he's not straight coming out and saying Jalen Hurts is my guy. Now, look, maybe, and here's my thinking. There's only two things that could be happening right here. And that is, it is in fact they are trying to trade for somebody, or they remember when they gave Carson Wentz the key to the palace, put him on the side of the stadium, which that picture is still sitting there to this day. How Carson didn't talk to many people, how maybe it changed his attitude, and maybe they don't want it to get that way with Jalen Hurts. Maybe Nick Sirianni, who was not the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles for the 4 games that Jalen played, actually wants to see what Jalen Hurts has. Now, in the back of his mind, he probably knows that Jalen's going to beat out Joe Flacco, but maybe he wants to see that competitive spirit, how much work Jalen Hurts is going to put in into becoming the starting quarterback. Maybe they want to say right before week 1 of the NFL season, Jalen Hurts has worked his ass off. He is undoubtedly quarterback 1 of the season. Maybe that's what they want to do. Again, it's hard to process during an offseason that is pretty slow what the Eagles might be thinking when it comes to Jalen Hurts. The schedule came out. Most of the time when the schedule comes out and you have your graphics of your players, your starting quarterback is going to be one of those guys up on that poster. The Eagles had, I think, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, maybe Lane Johnson up there. But I do know for a fact that the one guy that wasn't on that schedule was Jalen Hurts. Again, it's little messages that they might be sending to us. Carson Wentz still being on the side of that stadium and nothing replacing it yet. There might be more to that. I mean, we could think so much into it and dissect this so much as we do because we're fans, right? We're all fans, and this is what we do. This is why I'm talking to you guys on this camera, because I'm wondering just like you guys are wondering. However, I hope it is what I talked about. They just want to come out and say Jalen Hurts won this job. With that being said, guys, that's all I have. Again, Jalen Hurts constantly working out with his teammates. I think he's doing all the right stuff. I'm very excited. And the fact that they picked Devonta Smith, a former teammate of his, and a center from Alabama in the first 2 rounds, I think that kind of shows like that they have a little bit of faith in the guy, or maybe they want weapons for their new quarterback. I don't know. It's killing me, but we will find out soon, I'm sure, as it seems like this offseason is slowly coming to an end as we get into the preseason, just a couple months away. Can you believe it? A couple months away until mini camps and workouts. Cannot wait. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you like what you see, please hit it. We're close to 2,000 subscribers, close to 500 videos. All of this could not happen without you. And thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds, and I'll see you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.